What's up guys, Jake here, and we're back in the bee yard today and we're talking honey production. I wanted to reintroduce myself for those of you that are new. Welcome to the channel. Maybe those of you that haven't caught my background in beekeeping before. My name's Jake Moore. I'm second generation commercial beekeeper here in Texas. My father's Chris Moore. He's been keeping bees my entire life. So I've grown up around commercial beekeeping. It's all I've ever known in the world of beekeeping. And this channel is not necessarily dedicated to education, but it's dedicated to showing you a window into this operation, what we do on a day-to-day basis. So today we're talking honey production, optimizing that honey production, and I'm going to share with you our strategy this year going into knowing that we're going to grow the operation. So we're going to be making more splits than normal. We're going to be making smaller splits than normal, and what we did this year, how we approached it this year in order to make sure that we weren't going to be a detriment to our honey crop. So I'm going to show you guys what this yard's looking like honey wise and kind of what our strategy was going into it. So I'm still in the process of taking samples. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. If you want to know what I'm doing with the samples, go check out my previous video. Okay, I don't know what's inside of these, but we're going to go along for the ride together, open these up, see what they're looking like. I've got white comb in this box here, which is a good sign. Prop that up for you guys to see. Fresh white comb all throughout here. We'll pop these frames out and see what we got in here. I hope that you can see all that honey in there. So that's good. This doesn't, I wish it needed a box, but right now it does not need a box. Weight wise, probably a good 25 pounds. And this box, first impressions, hopefully you can see that it's quite full. Nice and full. So, see there's brood here. You might be thinking, but Jake, that's a honey super. So what we did, and you see we've got bee hatching out, bee hatching out, bee hatching out. So these are right at the end stage. 2 more bees hatching out there, 3, 4, 5 more bees hatching out there. So what we did, we made these splits up, singles down here. So we made up the split, and once we stacked the split down, if you're curious of our splitting method, go check out my splitting video, but stacked them down, moved them in here, came the next day, dropped in cells into this box, the single, and then immediately added the 6-inch box. We wanted to give them some space while the queens hatched out and they went on their mating journey and then came back, started laying. Then we came back and did our rounds and added the excluders. So a little bit of extra work, but we wanted to make sure that they had the space. So overall, this one's looking nice and strong. Just gonna do my sample right quick and we'll show you this next one. These trees have a secondary coming on. This is not a primary, this is a secondary. As you can see the dead primary. Same thing over here. Primary coming on, or a secondary, sorry. Over here, secondary coming on. Interesting. There's our primary. All right, let's take a look at these. I may have peeked ahead to find a pretty one for you guys. Some foundation. Nice and pretty, drawn out. They look like they're just getting started on this box. Great shake there. Oh yeah, this has some weight to it here. And they've got that pretty much. Yeah, nice good shake there. Nice and beautiful. This box, probably older than me. Nice burr comb here. Now this is what a guy wants to see this time of year. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, full, heavy frame of honey. Skip a few frames over and we'll look at this one. Same thing, very full, beautiful frame of honey. And it looks like we're all the way to the edge here. Now there's 9 frames in this box. Yeah, capped honey there, working on it there. So as long as they have the time, as long as the flow continues to come at the same density, that they'll fill that box up a good bit. This box is stuffed. I'm ready to extract that. That's exciting. So once we pull these boxes off, and kind of what makes this plan work is once we pull these boxes off, these bees are going to go to North Dakota to make a honey crop up there that's going to stay up in North Dakota. We don't at all bring North Dakota honey here. It goes to a completely different person with a crop sharing deal, but not going to get too into that. But these bees are going to go make a crop up there. So the strategy is once we pull the supers off of these boxes, we're going to leave the excluder, put on another 6-inch box, and we're going to send them up that way. And of course, we'll make sure that before we send them up there that they have enough food down below, and we'll supplement if they don't. But that's the general strategy. The general plan is we'll throw them on a truck with an empty 6 5/8 box, which might be kind of difficult if we end up putting more boxes on in the next week. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I don't know what to expect. This tallow, this doesn't seem like a normal year to me, but what even is a normal year? So that's the general strategy for maximizing our honey production this year with splits. These were all splits that I'm making this video on. Our parents, we pulled a couple frames of brood out, threw some boxes on, and that's the end of it. And I'll probably make another video updating on those. But for our splits, everything, this is the strategy that we use this year. And we're already evaluating next year. We're probably not gonna do the same thing next year. We like to try new things with different batches of hives just to see what works well. Always trying to learn, always trying to improve, always trying to innovate. And this concept of people do this all the time. This is not new knowledge by any means. It's a lot older than some of the oldest beekeepers alive. But this is the method that we chose to go with this year. And I'll update you guys at the end of it. I'll kind of know some numbers. I'm a numbers driven person, and so I'll look at the numbers once we harvest and see, okay, what was our average pound per hive based on what we produced. And I'll get you guys updated on that. But yeah, guys, very thankful for you watching. I hope you learned a little bit. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. We'll see ya in the next one.